Good evening, my wonderful little absolute wonderful audience. It is I, as always, SXARDEATH KINGSFIRE, your one, true, only. Here I am. Where did I go? Nowhere, because I'm right here, standing, talking to you. I mean, where would I be without all of you? Anyway, how's it hanging? It's been a while, but I hope not too long. Anyway, we'll get to the whole thing. Let's first introduce some of the audience, which is Taz, the hard nerd. Lowville, my man. Yeah, that's right, Andrew. Yeah, Cosmic King, yeah. Melody. That's right, buddy boys. Here we are. Ooh. Hey, yeah. Hell yeah, that's right. You're damn right. Anyway, listen, guys. Before we get into the nice and awesome Emily Chan, how to do? Long time no see. Also, let me just tell you this much. It has been a while. I will say. It's been a long while, maybe. It's been too long, maybe. These are all maybes, what ifs, all the rest. But, here. Not great. What do you mean, Andrew? What's wrong? What's going on? Tell me all about it. Don't worry, I'm just sitting here with my cup of tea. Welcome, have a brew. Go on. Oh. Dude. Ghosts are so good. Are you about to sleep? Dude, you gotta go to bed. I mean, I won't lie, I am really not worth it. I mean, you should definitely just head right to the bed. Bro, there's nothing I can do that will make losing sleep over any better. Trust. I'm being as honest as I can be about that. Trust me, bro. Don't do it. Don't do this. But listen, guys. There is so much to discuss. Oh, sure thing, Andrew. That's alrighty. But you know what? In that case, let me get away some of the more hardcore action and instead get into the kind of, yeah, a lighter tone. Yeah. So, audience, here we are, as always. And guess what? I have so much to impact to all of you. So there was a while ago I was here on the western desert shooting and killing and going off on the old road and the rest of the rest. No, I was not playing Red Dead Redemption 2. I was playing Red Dead Redemption 2! But that's not the point of the story. Here's what the point is. And then a friend of mine just decided, hey, Kings, you prune. Bro. why don't you ever do a stream where you're just talking and about, you know, ideas that could have been and ideas that you're gonna be doing? Because you have a lot of them. And I'm just like, dude, have you not been paying attention? I would do that, but if I did, then spoilers! But no, what they meant was more in the sense of like, well, obviously, you can talk about ideas that you just didn't ever really finish, that you had in mind, that you were gonna do, but you just didn't do. So, in inspiration of that, here I am in my very British day pruneness, and God, is it great. Oh yeah, it is. But yeah, trust. Hurricane? I hope not, because if that was the case, oh man. Hell yeah, definitely Andrew. Give Andrew some support, everyone, for real. Look at that. Support is beautiful. Brings tears into my eyes. Tastes like salt. But anyway, besides from tasting, I gotta say, the ideas and concepts and the rest, oh my god, it's so beyond. But let me just begin by a little story that I once, oh my god, it was an inspiration from a dream actually. So if you guys are interested, cozy down, grab a little snack, grab a drink, and let me tell you about a night where I woke up, I think, all of a sudden. And when I woke up, it was so weird. It was such a cool dream. It was like, I opened the door. And I opened the door into the outside of a motel. And yeah, when I say motel, like, sketchy, rainy, and, you know, you're walking past the whole place, and it's like, oh hell. You know, this is a dream where something's gonna go wrong. And you know you're not from this place, wherever it is. But, like, check this. So I'm just investigating each and every door of that motel. And then one of the doors I approach, I open it. I feel like I can just open it. And then once I go inside of it, a light's on, TV's on static, normal horror stuff. You know, pretty relatable. And then as soon as I go in, I open the fridge for some reason. Out of all the things, right? I open the fridge, and there's a woman's head inside of there. Wild dream. And yes, it did quite end there, although the dream kind of also, you know, I ran back and I looked, and then it was just gone. All of it was literally gone. Really real. And spooky now! Yeah, that's right, this news czar. I call him Streamer Czar. Inspired from my days of my Britain days. Oh my lord, look at me, little British boy. Anyway, I was talking about a dream, for real. But yeah, this idea whole stems from the fact that I was gonna make a Gmod movie where like I literally would have this motel map on Gmod and obviously do the exact similar kind of thing. And it was honestly, yeah, it was really, really gonna be cool, but then I just never got around to it, honestly. It's one of those things, but, yeah, you know, you win some, you lose some. It's all good. You can't eat him! He's precious. SMH. Nah! Me! I can't believe it. Abused. For getting abused on my own stream. This is why you guys don't deserve love! But yeah, that was just, one of the ideas I had, and without a doubt, maybe it was a cool idea, maybe not so much, but I didn't like thinking about if it was a good or bad idea. I liked thinking about rather the fact that if the idea is good enough, then I could make something of it and make it even more interesting for people, you know, who love, you know, watching horror movies and horror shows of that nature. But, you know, it's not really something that I think, I again, most of the reason why I did not do it was more to the fact that I had, what should we say, I had always hated the fact that if I went through a kind of watching, you know, a horror movie or whatever, it can't be a short, it can't be like something that just easily comes in and then goes down. you know, it has to be something more interesting than that. And that's kind of like where it kind of stops from when I did not even, you know, decide on doing the idea itself. But yeah, that was probably one of the ideas that I look back on maybe, but not all the way, without a doubt. It's just one of those things where I kind of wonder if I can do. But yeah, without a doubt. And yeah, I mean, honestly, it's a fair assessment. Like, short ones are great, but it's just when it's longer, there's more to do with it. And yeah, that's also the thing. I think that's something that I don't quite maybe like as much. The fact that maybe it's too open-minded, like to kind of be a liking. Like it was again, it was a dream, so I was again more on the fact that, oh, you know, it was a fun dream. Hell, God, the experience of it, I felt like I was in a horror movie. It was amazing. And then, quite literally, here it was. And, oh, man, here's something for you viewers. I had plenty of, oh my god, did I have plenty? I had so many horror movie ideas, Gmod wise and everything else. And god, I've even done some of them. I could name drop a few, like The Invisible Man, the farm one, which was more based on Mr. Hop, but you know, I was trying to make it more interesting. But hell, I mean, even besides that, like, I always liked doing those types of videos. Again, when I did the Alien, Are Aliens Real series, that was really fun to do. I really, really, really enjoyed that. Like, there was a one video of the alien invasion. Even though it got low reviews, I loved doing them. They were so cool. They had, like, so much to it, and it was so much fun to kind of just talk and, like, you know, do everything in it, like, without a doubt. You know, here's a fun fact, viewers. Now, I was actually, you know, to make the series as cool and fun as and interesting as possible, I was using both my laptop and my, well, computer at the time, Rise's PC, that I was gifted, at the same time, so that I could create both scenes at the same time at the right moment as the recording, you know, started, and knew what to do with it once I got it all through. But yeah, you know, like, sometimes just going the extra mile, especially for a series that you know, just randomly thought of on the place, a documentary series. And can I just say, documentary series are some of the most, like, I would say, underrated. They've been around and such, but they've not been around long enough, I feel. I feel like they deserve way more credit than they get. And god, when I did the Blair Witch with Raz and Ali, oh my god, that was so sick. I loved it. It was amazing. It was really amazing. I was over the moon with it. But yeah, without a doubt. Ooh, do I always have scary dreams? Honestly, not really. I don't, if I'm being very honest with you, I don't dream at all. Which might sound weird. But yeah, no. I don't really, you know, have these, like, oh my god, you know, there's something happening, or, you know, anything else close to it. But, you know, it's different. I mean, again, I guess on that particular day I was maybe more in the imaginative state, could say. But yeah, with everything else, it's more on the price, more on the sense, and, well, pay the price for it was quite literally more in the sense of, hey, there's an idea. Price being paid is, I could either do it or not. But I wanted to do these ideas. And here's a fun one. How about if I tell you about this one series I thought about doing, and this idea was more basis on the you know. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to explain this one a little bit more. So allow me to kind of adjust this one. This video goes all the way back to, let's see. I'm just looking through my channel now. Oh, there's another video I have to talk about too. SH. Let me just head. God, this is very far back. I really don't like how far back this is. Okay, it was a series. That was wow. It was not really a series because there's only one episode. But check this. Minecraft Day 1 Wake Up. 2 years ago, that was uploaded. A Minecraft video with Eileen's wonderful art. Still in progress, of course. Getting better, as always. And this video was basically the first what could have been of the Detective Zara that you all know today very well. But in that time, Detective Zara, or whichever new character this could have been, the investigator, I'd like to call him the investigator. He was pretty much this one character who would go to a watchtower of some kind, and below him, inside of like this huge forest, are a bunch of creatures of who knows what, when, where, everything else. And without a doubt, his whole like purpose was always staying in the watchtower and every day sort of noting down and jotting down all these encounters and what ifs and whatnots, and you know, hearing sounds in the night and all that creepy stuff, and almost as if kind of slowly going crazy, but also not so much. And without a doubt, yes, absolutely. And oh my god, it was gonna be a really great series, but then that's also the same time where I was gifted Rez's PC, so things changed. Unfortunately, that wasn't the thing that I was like, oh, I could do so many better videos. No, I still wanted to do that series actually. In case you guys still, care whether or not. But that whole series was gonna be literally like a sort of like every day, day 1, day 2, day 3, continuous days, however long the series would pan out or go. And by the end of it, we would reach to either more mystery and intrigue or something even more different. But you know what? It wasn't too bad. And even what became of it, which was quite literally close to nothing. I could easily say, regardless, it's a series that was the prototype of what would come after it, which would be the Detective Zara, the Tales of SXARDEATH. Far greater, far more interesting, but this was something to think about. And because I did think about it too, I instead thought, for a future series, why not bring an alternate, new and improved version of him in a whole other different scenario with a whole other mess of problems. A very, very interesting character who, without a doubt, will have a much more interesting story than what I was going to originally give him. Originally, it was more in the more madness kind of sense, but yeah. Without a doubt. Oh yeah, beta, without a doubt. I can just think about it, so yeah. What other things could I? Oh yeah, sure thing, Ruthman. See you next time. See you around. But yeah, without a doubt, the most, I think, series that I kind of regret stopping was the Wanderer series. It was a series so full of so much. It had a much more personal touch compared to my other series. And again, it was in between like IRL situations too. Sometimes. And you know, without a doubt, the Wanderer series, it wasn't like a bad kind of game. Instead, I would say it was kind of at a time where the personal touch was getting... Again, this is why I always hate the whole, like... If there's one thing I hate about anything in general, it's always the, you know, giving something a personal touch, because feelings are messy. Feelings are 100% messy. They come, whatever you're working on, they will mess up your work without a doubt. Never ever bring your feelings into anything. It's a mess. It's not good. And as well as how great and fun The Wanderer was, its personal touch is what kind of hits the, you know, near end of the series in a very almost strange way, because everything else feels very like close to home. It feels very interesting in a more personal way, but the ending is more, you know, getting to where things are about to, you know, start off story-wise, which almost doesn't feel like they both feel in touch with each other either. Which, of course, in that case, it just makes everything much more convoluted in its narrative. But yeah, no, again, I didn't like it. God, The Wanderer. Great time. Too messy. Way too messy. God, I want to talk about future series, but I don't think I can yet. Also, God, I forgot I didn't even put on any of the music. For real? Alright. There you go. I really want to talk about a lot of the future series I'm doing, like Lore Explorer, for example. It is returning, you're working on it, it's taking its time, doing the research and blah blah blah, of course. Things you don't want to hear. But I'm working on it for now. In the case of anything such as things I didn't complete, I would say a lot of Gmod movies. There was one, it was called Dead Men Tell No Tales. It was with Lunas, Brutal, and Resius, and me. And this series was going to be a very cool one, actually. So we're in Gmod. You know, we all sit around a campfire inside of a house, and each of us goes around and we ask what is the nightmare we had, and each of us tells of a different nightmare, and through those nightmares we see the perspective of those characters going through those nightmares. And it was going to be a very cool and collaborative series, but it is me and also time management that was just you know, not able to reach, and that's fair and all, honestly. If anything, I wish I, you know, made more time for it instead. You know, it's not to blame anyone or anything. It was just more how to manage the time properly and get, you know, each story out there so that they were at least out, especially people with the more limited time. But it would have been the person who's telling the nightmare narrating it, and everything that's going on, that kind of just being the more silent, you know, just the camera scenes, action, all that, you know, the monster, whatever. But yeah. That was another series. Oh god, how could I forget the zombie apocalypse? I only made a part 2 to that, but I think part 2 is tie in the knot for it. But still, of course, it's one of those many things which I feel like I could have done more. I could have done so much more. I don't know why I stopped there. I don't. Honestly, most of the time, I don't know why I stopped where I did. Did you ever wonder about the... yeah, the Jeff the Killer investigation video? That was a very cool one. I'm just looking through that now. I remember how cool it was. I loved it. I really did. Well, some of these are made in the future. So, if I'm honest, I don't, again, I'm not like, oh, would you guys like to see this? But generally asking, if I put these videos, these ideas that I did once have, you know, still think about them sometimes, would you like to see them regardless of whatever about them? See them out there. Give me a... give me an open case if you want it, and give me a closed case if you do not want it. I will put all of those Gmod video ideas on the Legion channel. But it is up for those that vote now, up or open or closed. Yeah. I think if people want to see it, I will allow and definitely want you to see them. But if not, you know, no one wants to see it, then it doesn't matter really, does it? That's my CPU! Don't say that! You can't say that. That is wrong. Oh god, how do I set up a vote? Don't worry, don't worry. You can all make your votes. Foolish. Can I do something with this? What can I do? Can I even set up a vote? Or no? Okay. I don't think I can. Again, there's nothing incoherently wrong with any of it. But yeah, if you'd love to see it or not, just let me know, and I'll work on them. I will say that the only ones that I do not believe will be able to... I could get it done. God, I say that. I could get it. I could get something of the... I could make an attempt for the Dead Men Tell No Tales. The other ones I could definitely do. Without a doubt. Okay, you know what? Yeah. If you guys would love to see it, I will deliver on that. I will make sure to put it out there so that you guys do see it. How does that sound? Everyone happy? Sorry, I'm just, you know. There's ideas, but it's not like anything. Sorry, I'm terrible at this. I would love to say that I, SXARDEATH KINGSFIRE, have got something very exciting to tell you. As well as Lore Explorer coming, there is many more series coming right after that. And if I do may say so myself, guess what? I have another idea that stems from what the Wanderer once was. And that idea that idea I forgot the name of it, but I'll work on it. Sorry. Hang on, while I go find out and rearrange my epic stream moment, let me quickly just find out what it was again. Anyway, give me 5 whole seconds. Guys, I found it. Sorry about that. Hang on. Gotta find my notes again. Anyway, what was I? Oh yeah, epicness. Sorry about that. That got a little bit out of hand, if I do say so myself. But I will never say enough because there's always more to be told. Anyway, viewers of awesomeness, of phenomenalism, let me tell you one thing, and let me tell you it straight. Oh, that's right, baby. The new series of The Wanderer, the, what do you call it, spin-off, will be called The Empty Whisperer. You like it? Yeah, you do now, buddies. But hell yeah. The Empty Whisperer. What will it be about? What will be happening? Well, you better stick around to find out. And if I do say so myself, there's gonna be a lot to uncover. That's for damn sure. So if you enjoyed The Wanderer, The Empty Whisperer will have something to say about that. Oh, and of course, I forgot. There is one more exciting thing. It's easy. Did you remember Detective Czar? Well, he will also be returning and making a comeback. And once he does, well, let's just say there is unfinished business. Yep. I always wanted to learn more, but got put in a kind of time out for researching. But once I'm done, it will all be awesome. So, what do you have to look forward to? The new Wanderer spin-off series, Detective Czar, Lore Explorer, and maybe, just maybe, Gmod Horrors. Thank you, CPU. Well, just took a bit of time is all. Plus, I had to do my research first. Can't just go in without a plan. I mean, not a plan, but I'm working on it. Listen, I'm still working on it. It's kind of hard to listen. I'm really working on it. It's taking a bit of time, but yeah, without a doubt, it'll be there. It'll come to you in a very cool way, and hopefully you guys will enjoy. I'll say, yeah. But yeah. Any more updates? Let me think. Ooh. Ooh. For assessment. Research? I can't say much about that. All I can say, if I need to even say anything about it, is simply this. There's a lot I've been learning, and with that comes, of course, things such as doing more than I did before. And by what I mean by that, you will find out. You will find out. I just hope I can make you all proud. It I am working on a lot of things. And sometimes, you know, not everything. Some things work, some things do not. But at the end of the day, I can change that in different ways. But yeah, don't worry. Oh, also, I did want to say that there is something else. Probably most important. Streams. If there's one thing about streams, I have got to do more of them. But also streams are such a pain in the ass. So, another working on it kind of thing, without a doubt. But yeah, once I do, then I'll probably let you all know, most likely. Plus, in which way could I say that streams exactly would work better? Maybe not consistently, exactly, but I think doing more streams was also a very fun thing I enjoyed. Sometimes, I guess. Alright, I think it was more on the line of like actually playing a game, you know, start to finish, with the objective of finishing from start to finish. So that was without a doubt. Also, if there's one other series I had to pick out of the ones that I have, which other one could I tell you about? You know what? I'll tell you a little bit more about the... Oh, that's right, the transmission. I almost forgot about that. Yeah, the transmission stream. Ugh. I don't think I could ever... I think I will say the transmission was my greatest regret. I wanted it to be so much more. I could have done way more with it, but no. Transmission would have been a great one that if I had finished, and if I don't know. I think I was just too sad that I didn't put enough production into it, and because of like not putting enough production into the transmission series, I felt completely torn apart about it. I don't think it was in a bad way. I think it was just, again, one of those, oh hey, this is a series, it was so interesting, so amazing, so ambitious, and then all of a sudden it dropped to like nothing. And who's to say what or why or anything else? But hell yeah. Suggestions? Oh yes, go ahead, of course CPU. Have I ever taken suggestions? Oh, yes? Secretly? What secret? You'll find out. Let's just say, idea-wise, the baggage is... well... I have a lot to work on. I'm working on it. But yes, go ahead. Kill that one. Let's find a new one. Okay, while I do that, CPU, if you wish to make a suggestion, then yes, go ahead. Oh, that was pretty fast. Alright. Not you. Silence. You! Yeah! Alright. Sorry. Oh yes, CPU. I had like an info you from another university. Try to find out. Ooh. Interesting, interesting. Honestly, CPU, with a bit more details into that, I would totally... See, it's interesting. It's very interesting. I think it needs just a little bit more. It's very interesting so far, though. Again, one of the... even if you don't explain it, it's one of the most interesting things you'll ever hear. Ooh. Actually, yeah, there have been some ideas that you felt inspired by a comment from a video or such. Because there are people who are well known as you are at times. Oh, hell yeah, there are. There's so many. God, I hate them all. But check this, right? Comment-wise, there have been a few. There have been a few comments I was left. And I won't say anything about it because I don't want to spoil the fun, of course. Never. And let's just say, yes, I have. Video-wise, oh my god. Okay. So, if I had to talk about video-wise, firstly, Mr. Nightmare, easily. Mr. Nightmare's stories of suspense and creepiness, especially when an encounter happens, is so inspiring to me. It's one of those things I just wish, I'm like, why can't I, like, you know, create such a tense feeling inside of, like, a story with just, like, really, it tries to talk about two people being in the same room, but sometimes it's just it's nothing at all, you know? It's a ghost. But obviously you don't know that until the story reaches its end, just as Mr. Nightmares is describing it. I would say Mr. Nightmares, yeah, he's the best, he really is. Mr. Nightmares is one. Another one is Let's Read. Now, Let's Read, I'm talking about Let's Read from the first time when he was, when he narrated those short two sentence horror stories. And those, when I watched them from the very beginning of when I first became another browser of the interwebs, I was so inspired. And him, as well as Community Gaming Max and his Purge and Monster Mayhem series, were both the inspiration of me loving horror even more than I already was a fan of horror by watching horror movies and going deeper into horror movies, and then, you know, more going off the proper way to find horror movies. And yeah, without a doubt, I've had many, and let me say this too, I had many great inspirations, as well as inspirations that were not just only good, but they were not just good, they were in fact some of the best and most influential that I could have ever listened and honestly had a great experience with. Like, to this day, I will never ever say that Mr. Nightmares, the Let's Reads animation, and Community Gaming Max's, you know, two series, the Monster Mayhem and the Purge, were some of the best series I have ever seen and taken inspiration from. And I'll be honest with you viewers, when it comes to like me and YouTube, I was not gonna do YouTube. I'll be honest, I was not gonna do YouTube whatsoever. I was not gonna become a YouTuber or, you know, do anything YouTuber-ish anyway. But really, it was just the fact that there are things that you can just create out of thin air, like that. And, you know, it's for the internet, for people like, you know, well, yeah, like people like-minded as each other can just see and watch and enjoy and talk about it for like years to come, and, you know, mention it and just enjoy the fact that they saw it and like rewatch it and all that stuff. And the fact that you could create those feelings for someone as well as make a series that made them feel that way was so inspiring to me, as well as the stories themselves. But yeah, without a doubt, to answer that question, yes. Because, God, there are people that are just so much better than me. Without a doubt. I was just inspired. They were the ones actually creating the cool stuff for me to be inspired by. Yes. It's spooked. Don't be spooked. If anything, you know, if you ever wondered how to be inspired by something, it's not necessarily that. You don't need to be inspired. You just gotta really Find out what you want to do, what you like to do, you know. And don't let anything stop you, of course. Yeah. Regardless of how much they, you know, might try to. Oh, no, you know what? That is something to be spooked by. For a second I was wondering. You spooked? What do you mean? Wait, CPU. Turn around. But yeah, without a doubt, you know, there's this series, there's inspiration and endless passion. Honestly, when you just get to a point where it is endless, yes, 100% it is endless. There is no end to what you can achieve as long as you believe that it is amazing. Hell yeah. I can't help it, what do you mean? Wait, CPU, you don't think someone's behind the wall? Ooh. Ooh. Someone's living in the walls. What do you mean? I'm doing nothing. I'm sitting here. Doing a little talkie talk for real, for real. What do you mean? I found another one. There we go. Oh, yes. Oh. That is very facts. It is absolutely true. But hell, I mean, honestly, from the beginning of like really watching horror movies to like, you know, watching YouTube and seeing more creative horror works happening, I was honestly more than well and kept about being inspired. If anything, that was all I enjoyed, and still do, really. It's great. And there's always something new to really make you mind go, whoa. You know, it just makes you boggles. It's one of those many, many things that just kind of keep you on edge, keep you, oh, but what if, you know? It's always the what ifs. And that's exactly, probably in all case, some of the greatest moments of horror ever created. What if it didn't go like this? What if it went this way? You know? 50-ish viewers, without a doubt. It's mostly a lot of these things. Beta test for the complete series. Oh, interesting question. Very interesting. Oh wow, hiccup. Okay. So this will be very interesting to you, to all of you who are listening. If you go back on my channel, if you wish to, there are some series here that wouldn't have been a series if it weren't for one video, and one video only, I'll tell you that much. So, pay attention here. If I never did the Jeff the Killer investigation video, I would have never gone into doing something like Granny single player video. Or, furthermore, the videos such as the ones I did with Resin Lunas, which was the Thing monster, the Arctic one, the Pyramid Head with Benji, the Invisible Man with Benji, and the Creepy Man, as well as the Monster Mayhem video with Benjamin, and of course the Outbreak with Raz. Now these videos, all of them, are all more on the fact that these were all betas compared to what I would go on to do next with Gmod movies, especially Gmod movies in general. But I will tell you that the investigation part and those types of series where I did investigations, most of the ones I did before anything such as the ones I've done on the Legion channel or the Alien investigation videos, those wouldn't have happened if it weren't for the ones before it. But I really do, and will say that most of my other series that came out of it, like The Face of Horror, The Blair Witch, and the Alien documentary, monumentary, however you want to say it, and like the Wanderer series, if they did not happen, I wouldn't be more inclined to do anything with the Tales of SXARDEATH, or like, you know, actually be inspired to even do it in general. I wouldn't have, without a doubt. And I didn't even think about series at this time. I really didn't think of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do Lore Explorer, because Lore Explorer was quite literally something that just was like, oh my god, yeah, I would totally love to do it. Like, it wasn't on a whim, it was just like the fact that, oh man, the creepypasta Candle Cove always had me inspired about that story, because it's such a creepy story. Like, oh, you're just watching static for 30 minutes, what do you mean? You weren't watching a show. And it's like, what? But the show was all disturbing and stuff, and like they saw so much. And it's really just like a showcasing of all the grotesque monsters in the show itself, rather than anything really adventurous or anything else. So, you know, it's like, I start off just small and random, and then look what happens, where it grows into. I think it's always why I like to incline on the fact that everyone should just really, wherever you are, just get a head start, you know, just do it, and then the rest will figure itself out, really. For real, without a doubt. Without question. trying to think of the fact that what horror movie could have possibly inspired me to truly get into YouTube. Again, I always wanted to get into YouTube because of the fact that, oh my god, you know, you can just create a series. But like, you know, I still wonder. I really do. Because I've always been more than inspired to like create something simply because I can, you know? Like, who doesn't want to just draw a picture just because they can draw a picture, you know? Or who doesn't want to just play with the toy just because they can play with the toy? Or play a game because they can play it? It's like, oh, I can make this kind of stuff on YouTube just because I can? Like, oh hell yeah, if you can, then do it. Without a doubt. Yeah. Oh, it's underrated. Oh my god, Jeepers Creepers. Jeepers Creepers is great. I love it too. It's an amazing movie. Without a doubt, underrated. I think underrated in the sense that no one wants to talk about it because of, well, its history itself. More in the filmmaking sense rather than the, you know, creature or anything else. God, they even tried to really nail the fact that the movie sucks and everything. But can't beat the classics, I will say. It's disappointing, really. I will say I'm very, very, very inspired by The Hills Have Eyes 2006. It's a movie filled with so much creepiness and, like, again, the radio... Oh my god, the radio scenes especially, and the walkie-talkie scenes are some of my favorites because I just love the slow voice crawling towards the ever-escaping breath of whatever they want to say. It's some of the best. It's so good. Oh yeah, they remade it, and they remade it into trash. It was so bad, honestly. That ending and the CGI was a disgrace. Honestly, they should be ashamed of themselves. Like, even whatever reason they had to making it, they should really not have been given it. Because they ruined it. Honestly, it depends who you are. If you enjoy horror, then welcome. If you don't, it's okay. But hell, those of us who love horror, we can't help but keep going into more horror. That's just how we are. Kind of strange if you think about it, but hey, whoever said we weren't? Because I never said that. And if I did, I was lying. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And oh my god, ugh. What would I say about something such as... Oh. Always CPU, for real. Yeah, that's no doubt. HE makes stuff. Howdy doody. You look like a newcomer. How's it does it? Sorry, I was just explaining about future projects and past projects that I didn't complete. That maybe one day, but I'm still wondering about it. Well, I say wonder about it, but I don't like to think about it. Really. Again, I feel like some stuff should be left in the past, some shouldn't, but wherever you stand, they'll be there. You subbed? Hell, welcome to the community. Thank you. I was just wondering about what more to talk about. Because I myself am not too sure. Real. Unless, of course, I could always just end it off here. I mean, I did talk about everything. Oh. What is this? Yes, without a doubt, I do have certain styles I want to go with moving forward with some of the series. And honestly, I'll tell you this much. With everything in the series, and especially the ones that have a very specific theme in mind, they will have a specific tone and style with them that only are true for them and only them. But yeah, without a doubt. Oh, Evil Kings. Oh, it would be very interesting. How would I picture it? I believe if I'm going to create nothing before and only there being monsters, I would have to create a nothingness in which the monsters lived in. And in truth, monsters love the dark. Absorb driven madness into. And taken. Yes, without a doubt. You know, God, I don't know if I want to talk about it. I guess I. Let me think. I have a lot. Damn it. It's hard! Oh hey Cora, howdy doody, how's it does it? How are we doing well? Hell. I'm not. I'm working on it. Oh, I don't want to say. I don't want to say. Well, it doesn't matter what I. Okay. Okay, I'm working on it. Sorry. Okay, so first way I would change up a style, for example, is with, in particular, I would have a very interesting way to deal with the Empty Whisperer series, because it will be more. Oh God, can I even talk about it? Jesus. Okay. So we're going with the more, of course, the Wanderer was a very, more adventurer type of character, you know, he wandered. And the Empty Whisperer is, oh God. Okay, hang on. The Empty Whisperer, I can't. Okay, okay, okay. I got. No, I don't. I had it and then I lost it. Sorry, just shut up. Okay. Honestly, CPU, it's yes. Give me a couple of minutes. It's hard. Okay, I think I got it. Oh, I don't know. I really don't want to talk about that one. Okay, okay, how about this? How about this for a deal? How about I say I have a lot to work on, and I'm gonna be doing it one step at a time, and hopefully but surely, slowly but surely, I will get there, and you guys will be there to witness all of it. That's for damn sure. And hell, since you talked about wanting to see my other one, my Gmod unfinished projects, I will definitely finish them, and you know, you will see them without a doubt. I promise. And you know, I made a promise. I'll make sure to fulfill it. So in any case, viewers, I've made a new name for all of you. A perfect name, framed well and just. My little clues. I know you're wondering, clues? Why that? Well, because you give me the sense of direction I need. And without you, well, I would be clueless. But with you, I'll always be many steps ahead. And always looking for all the clues that are out there. So until next time, I can't wait to see you. And some of the unfinished projects I talked about tonight? Well, like I promised a very long time ago, I'll make sure to make them even better than I talked about tonight. How do I mean? Well, I did promise to make it the best. So, that's exactly what I'll do. Anyway, viewers, this has been SXARDEATH KINGSFIRE. Have a wonderful, awesome, phenomenal time. And until we meet again. What do I mean? I'll always see you again.